Right, ladies and gentlemen, special treat today. We have got, to be honest, an old bunch of war veterans from Metal Gear Online 2. Say hello, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Hello, good thing.
Oh, what a rabble, what a rabble. So anyway, Metal Gear 5 is out tomorrow, and I thought I'd get the old gang back together and have a bit of a chinwag about what we used to do on old Metal Gear Online and what we can do on new Metal Gear, and share a bit of nostalgia, thoughts, and other things. So I'll introduce everyone. First of all, we've got Jay, who you know from normal podcasts. So say hello, Jay.
Hello.
And what was your Metal Gear name, sir?
It was J92 MGS4. It was really bad because I was only just starting off, so I thought I'd stick with it. But yeah, it was kind of bad.
I love it.
Yeah, and I loved it as well.
Can't say I love it.
But then that's when I got my Nagato X Pain X 92X one.
And
So I had quite a few accounts with different characters on there, so it was a weird one.
well, I know a man that had the best alternative account, and we'll get to him later on. Right, next up we have got Joe, also known as... Go on, Joe.
Scottish Merc.
Oh, love it.
Oh,
So
erection
good.
over here.
Scottish Merc, and which faction were you with Scottish Merc?
The good guys.
Alright then, what was your clan called?
Ever living souls.
Yes, round of applause, sir. Well done, well done. Next up, we have Alan, the Urban Arcade, also known as...
Demon Child. Nice job.
And his secret identity that confused the world,
Billy Big Arms.
Billy Big Arms. There you go, the secret's out. That's why Billy Big Arms is level 1, so very, very good. And last but not least, this is actually my actual dad. It's not my real dad, but it's my dad anyway. Justin, also known as...
Shadowhound most of the time.
Well, I've got it down as werewolf here, mate, to be honest.
Yeah.
That ruined that flow, didn't it?
Lied
That's
to us.
alright. Oh. Timing, that were amazing. And which clan were you part of, by the way, Justin?
He who dares.
Well done, mate. And I forgot about you, actually, Alan. What? Well, you bounced around, but...
Oh, I was in Hugh Dares, E-Souls, The Night, Sky's the Limit, and French Connection. No, French, whatever the name is, French Family. The best.
You got about, didn't you?
RX Team. I got around quite a lot. And Spanish Lag with Love, the Bum Bandits.
I remember them.
I remember seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
Not even part of that.
I also remember one, and this was not me. This is a quote of what I saw in a survival night. I'm a bit ashamed of this, but the Black Bummers. No to do with me.
Oh,
But I saw that and I was like, oh no. Do you know when you just do like a facepalm moment when you think, oh dear God, what are they doing?
Think, right, next page.
Yeah. Moving on.
wow.
So,
Never
and
had the rank
I am of
force.
course Nimruk, formerly of Hugh Dares, and now Ghost Militia, and
Ooh.
there we go. Let's get the show on the road, shall we, gents?
Yeah, let's talk about the things that made us throb at the crutch, thinking about men.
Let's not think about that, Alan.
MGO.
Let's keep it Metal Gear.
Oh
That's
no, that happened a lot through MGO though, didn't it? Winning
It
berets,
really does.
wearing socks.
It's all, it were all about the machismo and all about the testosterone fueled tournaments for
Did
pink
any of you
berets.
ever ruin a controller playing MGO? Like, I mean, not by throwing it and trying to eat it after getting angry, losing survival, but like ruining a button. My R2 for box popping was no R1, L1. I can't remember the bloody buttons now, but it was broken. So I had to get a new one.
Look at your control. Which one's got a broken button?
Well, I don't have it anymore. This was years ago,
I know, yeah.
and that was just that button. So I
I
automatically
would have hung
box
it up
pop.
on the wall, but I
I was
smashed
gonna-
mine.
I was going to sell it for for lots of love.
the LOLs.
For the lols.
Yeah, just for the love. I did it for the love.
So let's talk about Metal Gear. Let's talk about Metal Gear. Like, what were it that made Metal Gear the best?
The community.
Yeah, team
Community.
Community.
Right there, the
It was-
community.
It was a good crowd on that game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I actually remember when I first met Carl on that in
Yeah.
the noobs lobby.
We felt we were so
smashing
good.
up. Yeah, we were in there destroying the competition, and then so we started typing to each other. We're like, "Oh, we're so good at this," and then I've turned around. I'm like, "Yeah, this is like my third character because as soon as I get out of the noobs lobby, I get slaughtered by everybody." He's like, "Yeah, me too. Let's keep going." And then they got rid of the ability to do that, and it was really upsetting.
Yeah, because didn't they make it like a kind of like paywall that you need to go on MGO like .com or something like that, so you have to buy a characters or something like that?
No, you had normal characters and then you could buy a second character for like £1 or something. I actually didn't know how to delete my first character, so I bought a second one. Turns out I pressed an old R3 or something like that.
Buying all my characters, I did it on the PlayStation because I didn't know how to do it on a computer. To be honest, I was completely stupid back then. It was,
I did the same thing.
Did you? It was so difficult doing it on there. It wasn't like a computer.
The internet on the PlayStation 3 was hopeless, and then you had to go onto the Konami website, which was less than ideal.
Yeah, it was.
They had their own website, didn't they? I'm sure they did. Yeah. Like not Konami. I know Konami did, but I know like MGO had their own like little website for it.
Yeah, because you could look at all survival stuff that you could buy as well on it.
Yeah. But
I've got to say, I was possibly the best dressed and best sort of equipped soldier on all of the fields.
Do you know, I saw someone at the airsoft thing yesterday. He looked like your character. And I thought all the people with all that like stuff on were like noobs. And I thought I'm gonna come in here next time with just a red beret on or something.
No, you need a pink beret.
Well, yeah, or an orange beret. You know, I want a tournament or something. But no, that's the first time I remember meeting you was when
a dead crocodile head.
Yeah, or just a frog on top of your head as well, just balancing there. Didn't Mum have that at some point?
First time you met me, Alan. Yeah, I was dressed. The dress for success, my man.
Proper. You had these little cute boots on, yeah, and you kept running around.
This sounds like a love story for the ages.
It does.
You did that noob thing where you kept stopping and aiming your gun at me to look at my clothes my character was wearing, and then you kept running about, and then you did that random box pop where every now and again you'd go in your box for too long, and then you kept coming out and just standing around. Your character looked like he was having bad times.
Right, let me just say, I never claimed to be a professional. All right, I was mediocre at best. Although, as far as first aid goes, I was a champion.
Were you carrying that roll over?
I was that, yeah, absolutely, because I can't shoot for shit.
Yeah, first aid kit.
I'll leave that to Alan and you lot. I'm good, Tar. I'll keep you alive. You keep everything else dead.
Martin Desert Viper from ESOL said, "This guy's really good. You'll like him. He's really good at Team Sneak." And I saw you. I thought, by judging his outfit, no, and his character looks poor.
What are you on about? I had military grade socks. What?
Yeah, 50 reward points each.
Right. Didn't you know, like when you see people with the red tops on and the brightly coloured pants and everything? The strategy behind mine, right? Whatever colour the background of the actual level was, I corresponded a suit to go with that level, top to toe camo. I were amazing.
They always had little helmets though. It was quite funny.
Well, you don't want to see you.
And a random red elbow pads because it was all you could afford with your character.
I didn't have red elbow pads. I wasn't a bum. I was just very tactical. I wasn't very good, but I was very tactical.
But no, it was cute. But then you turned out to be really good at Team Sneak. You were one of the first people to ever kill me using the machine gun turret thing.
Oh, that's because I don't. Now I weren't good at game, but stupid people always used to line up in front of that, not expecting anyone to use it.
Yeah.
I guess I was one of them stupid people.
Yeah, they're like, because it made a noise, because when you spun it got going, when you spun it around, and everyone thought, oh, no one's ever going to use that, and it'll give you position away. And I was like,
it was your boots.
What, like that episode of SpongeBob with squeaky boots?
Yeah.
Chef's boots. But yeah, I used to get on that all the time, and I used to fire off one mortar on occasion, on Virtuous Vista as well, because like, just one, and then run off before it landed.
And then, hide near the mortar, so someone had come along and be like, huh? What was that noise?
Oh, man.
Shoot him in the head.
Strategy.
Do you know what used to be fun in that game? When characters were dressed up all nice with red berets, masks and everything, and then all of a sudden, when they dressed their characters in another outfit, and you realised their character was bald. It was always a really weird thing to see.
Ball!
Or
Ball!
like it was. I know this weird, but you see the characters really dressed up and everything, and you used to think, oh, you just know their character being all dressed up in army, and then they'd turn up with just a t-shirt, no mask on, and the character was Chinese or black, and it was just so weird because you never knew that their characters were like that underneath.
I had, I think I had the generic rugged brown-haired dude.
Yeah, that's the first one I had.
Yeah, the rugged brown hair and the beardiness, I think.
One of the voices
Yeah,
was done by the
slight
guy who
beard.
did Chris Redfield, wasn't it, from Resident Evil 5?
Or it?
Yeah,
Billy
the most
Big
commonly
Arms.
used voice.
I had the guy with the Christopher Lambert laugh. Did you know the him? And then I had that deep gruff one at some point.
I always used to choose the deep gruff guy, and then I used to always fit myself out, so I had like the balaclava hat on, and then blacked myself out all the time. I don't know why I never went with camo or anything like that.
Oh, come all the way, mate. You could just stand against the wall and no one would see you.
Was any of you a
I had
sloth
the
in
one
that
with
game?
the smarmy voice. Be like, sorry, but no.
My first character was a sloth, but my second character was not a sloth.
Mine too, because I let people boost on it, and I didn't know what ratings did. I always remember Scottish Merc being the best with codecs. He'd say, bastard scanned me, but he'd throw things together with it.
Like, come on, from me.
I don't know why. I just your character used to make me laugh. You used to turn up, and I always used to find you funny. I was always laughing whenever I saw you were running about, because you'd have this.
Did you just
green
laugh at
berry.
everybody?
No, you had this green berry
You're
on.
a bully.
Then you had a zombie camo face mask. Then you had like like this tree branch camo. Then you'd have like snakeskin trousers on.
Get dressed in dark.
And I
Like
liked it. It
Snake
just
Eater
made me
all
laugh.
over again.
It was so funny. You just turn up and I just see you there. Don't know why it made me laugh, but it always did. Your character always used to make me laugh.
I'll tell you what
Yeah.
makes me laugh.
Good.
Looking back at some of Mumra's videos when me and Justin were on, because back then no one had mics, but me and
Yeah,
Justin
it's
did.
just you two talking.
No, they weren't just talking. We were singing Rick Ross's "Every Day I'm Hustling."
Yeah, that video's still around. I was
Every
watching
day
it. At
we
There's
work.
loads of them. There's about 6 of them. Like, oh, Justin, watch this. We're on it. And then it links to the next one, and then first thing is just every day I'm hustling. Me and him messing about, everyone laughing at us. Oh man, they were some
And then
good
you
times.
get people typing to us to shut up, and we'd be like, no, man, like, you need to chill out.
I'm surprised
You know what
Mumra
you
didn't
do?
mute you guys.
Well,
Yeah.
we never could
Comedic
hear him though,
value.
which were weird.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's it. We were just comedic relief.
Yeah, we were there for the lols.
Someone for the good soldiers to laugh at.
Someone to let the other guys shoot the head.
No, you were
Yeah,
just something
that's
that used to just put the other people off so you could win all the time. That is your tactic, right there.
Yeah, me and Justin perfected Operation Drop Trow. Right, what you do is you run into an open space and drop your trousers and shout "Mum" as loud as you can. Everyone gets distracted.
And then windmill 'em.
then you windmill them. Are we talking hands or no hands, Justin?
No hands.
Because I know you had a bit of a disaster in real life with a no-handed windmill.
Yeah.
But that's a story for another day.
Whether
Yeah,
that's
let's
your
keep it
idea.
G-rated, ladies and gents.
It's all right. It's 18 rated. Can I tell the story, Justin?
Go ahead.
Right, it's slightly not Metal Gear related, but right. Many moons passed. Me and Justin used to be knocking about every single day, and we talked about windmilling like real men, obviously. And he told me him and this birdie was saying at the time. He tried windmilling for her, no hands, but it went wrong. So as he was pulling his trousers up, she was like, "No, what were you gonna do?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing." And then she kind of made him drop trow again and do it till he did it right. I bet it was beautiful.
How long were you stood there for?
Oh, it wasn't ages. It was like, whipped it about a bit and it didn't quite work. And I'm like, well, that was embarrassing. Pulled the pants up, and then she's like, no, I want to see what you were trying to do. I'm like, well,
If it did work.
dropped again, gave another attempt, and then kind of walked away in shame.
This is where the exclamation point sound should come in right now, the alert sound.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh,
wanna
that was
go
some good
to
times.
the- What features would you like to be into the game? Added in. Into MGO 2, we'll call it.
It's MGO3, mate.
Isn't this
MGO3?
MGO3? Come on, you're behind in the times there, buddy.
I'd go on 2 because of just MGO, but yeah, MGO3. What would you like to be in the actual systems and stuff like that? What would you like
Bonus
to be?
teabag points.
Bonus teabag point. Brilliant.
No, let's put teabaggers in a bad sports hobby because they annoyed the crap out of me.
Right, no, right. Let me
that's
stop you there, Justin.
Look what GTA.
Let me stop you there, Justin. I know for a fact you were as passionate about teabagging as I were.
Yeah, only when I was winning.
Well, yeah, that's the point. But you can't go, I don't like teabagging.
But I didn't win very often on on Metal Gear Online.
We did up to level 6. And then it got real.
I got up to like 12, and then I never progressed any further because of their stupid level system that always changed depending on
Whoa.
what everybody else was doing.
What were your highest level, Jay?
You know what? I actually cannot remember. Really cannot remember.
How about you, Joe?
What level on MGO?
Aye.
Man, I completely forgot those levels.
I know that most of the time when I was running around with other people, I'd be 12 and they'd be like 15, 16, 17, and I'd be just sitting there with peanut butter and jelly, putting KY jealous all over my Rogerson.
I expected that's Australian for Winky.
Uh,
I know
It
Alan, you
isn't,
were probably
but
like,
I
what, a
just didn't want
17
to use-
upwards? Good talk, nice one.
Alan, is he even there?
I don't
Is
know,
he
mate. I
even
think he's fallen down a well. I think I was like level
was that?
14 at a push.
Yeah, I'm actually watching a video of Demon Child and Mum Round with Raise Hell. Ooh.
Sounds
Don't know why. Don't know why, but the system I want to see in, you know, the way you could use the DP to buy weapons in game.
yeah.
I want that to be in it, and the kicking system as well.
I think
really want that to
kicking
be in it.
system, yes. DP, not so much because it won't go with story, but like an equivalent would work.
Well, and yeah, obviously an equivalent of it.
Guerrilla money, I don't know. Something like that.
No, it'll be more.
Call them diamond points.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, yeah, DP. There you go, diamond points. Yeah.
What a visionary he is.
What you actually call?
They should have hired me.
Grabbing points.
Yeah.
And then they'd
No,
fall
I mean-
out with you and then take you off at box at last minute, Justin. Oh!
Yeah,
Can't say that.
Oh.
What was that
Oh.
noise?
Right, here we go. We're going to go around the group now.
Yeah.
And me and Alan talked a little bit about this the other day, but the do you know when you see like a noob and you know they're a noob?
Yeah.
I want to know your favourite experience of watching somebody. I know what yours is, Alan, because it's hilarious in the mansion. But do you know like when someone's just gone up game, fresh out of noob lobby, thinking they getting it big and all that, like thinking they know everything, and they're just doing really stupid mistakes. I'll tell you mine first because I shared it with Alan over there. So picture the scene. In fact, you were in this match, Justin. I remember because me and you were absolutely pissing our pants about this one guy. It was Urban Ultimatum. Do you remember that one? Team Snake.
Yeah.
Right. So, for those who don't know what Team Sneak is, you've got one visible group with heavy guns and one invisible group with, like, tranquilizer knives. However, when you're invisible, you still cast a shadow. And this guy, who was like a tryhard noob, he was laid out on the floor, and he'd gone prone so the knife disappears. However, he decided to sit in broad daylight. So there was just a big sort of black spread eagle on the floor, waiting to get shot, and me and Justin were pissing his pants. We were like, what's he doing? what's he doing? Why
I think
is
he
he
thinks
there?
he's hiding.
I think there's a shadow right next to him. That'd be good. But he surprisingly got annihilated, which was for me. I was just like, well done, mate. Well done. What about you, Alan? Go on, tell everyone about yours.
This was super, right? It was the map with the mansion. What was it called? The house that's raining. What's that one?
Summit House.
Hazard House.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hazard House, right. So you've got that long corridor which you could go into different rooms, you could go up the stairs. You didn't really want to be out on a shootout in that area. So I was playing survival, and all I remember is we come across these like water bears, squirrels, a fucking chicken, and they were really really low levels. Surprisingly for survival, it was in Rex, and we just didn't expect to come across that caliber of player there. Obviously, when noobs go in it, they just don't know what lobby to go into if they want to have fun. You know, you go into MK2 or something. So we come against them, and they said that everything. I don't know what it was with most noobs couldn't spell. It's just like they were bad at everything, including life and the game. And they wrote, "Good luck, have fun," and like stuff like that, and just write stuff like "Please let win" and stuff. Broken English, but they were English. And they all were mixed clans. And anyway, the game started. It was rescue. And I was standing at the other end. I thought, you know what, we're just going to go and kill them. But sometimes with noobs, because you were too used to sort of having a box pop shootout with someone, especially in Rex playing all day, you would be used to that caliber of play. But when you'd come across a noob, they would sort of kneel down and spray, and it would just get you from some. They would always lag as well. Anyway, so we go out there. And I run into the room where there's a window you can jump out of, because I was just waiting to see if I could pick them all off. And as I was standing there, I heard this like equipment sound. You know, like if you ran, you could hear movement, or if you rolled. And I looked down the corridor, and I saw all of them rolling down the corridor. They were on the floor, just rolling down there all together, like literally every single player, all 6 players, rolling down the corridor. And I literally dropped my controller laughing. I couldn't stop laughing, just thinking that was like a tactic, like no one would see them, or if they get to the other end, they've made it. I was thinking, were they going to try and grab the target afterwards, like continue that roll around the corners or something? So I just literally got the M4 out, started shooting them, and they just all started dying. And one, when I shot him, he did a headshot flinch, and I saw him laying on his back, just looking there. And I remember shooting him again, and the blood just splashed on the wall. I just couldn't stop laughing. It was so fucking funny. Out of all things on that game, that was the funniest. Just rolling down the corridor. That was my funniest one that I've seen. That really, really made me start pissing myself. And then I pissed myself afterwards and followed through afterwards because it sounded like a good idea.
Go on, Joe, you've got to have some stories. And get off CSGO, I've just seen you log on.
I can't really remember much, like all the stupid shit. I remember I loved doing, you know, an OO with the mall place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you just, with the statues in the middle, you just stand there as a ghillie suit and you just salute, and people would just run by and you just shoot them. They don't even think, like, hey, who's out there?
Yeah, no one ever did they? On Team Sneak maybe, but yeah, on normal circumstances.
I actually fell for that quite a lot.
I fell for it once, I think.
Which I'm ashamed of. Go on, Justin. You've got some more stories.
War stories. There was the time that war changes.
You didn't lag.
Oh no, war never changes.
So the time when it didn't lag. That never happened, Alan.
Oh.
Don't be
Yeah,
rewriting
remember the
history.
time I didn't lag. No,
When you were at my
it
house and we
would've
got
been
drunk for 2
rescue
weeks straight.
match. Yeah, that's right. The time I didn't lag on Metal Gear Online was the time that I got drunk in Carl's lounge room for 2 weeks straight. And every time we're online, he's like, I've got an Australian in my living room.
Sure, I actually had an Australian in my living room. That's weird, though.
A real life Australian.
Did he make you do things that you didn't want to do?
I made him wear one of them hats with corks on.
Oh.
Right.
I would have thought he'd have turned up with one.
And then made me sing Time of Kangaroo Down Sport.
Hang on, we don't talk about Rolf. It's got a bit pear-shaped.
Rolf Harris t-shirt and a couple of cans.
Oh, actually, there's my Metal Gear Online story.
I think I know what this is.
Yeah, we're on desert one that you play through in the story. Is it Midtown Madness?
Oh yeah,
It'll be
Midtown.
Coppertown. Yeah.
And there's like a 3-story area in a building where people always used to hide out and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it was a team sneak mission, and we were on the invisible team, and we were going pretty well by that point. And some guy's running around with a shotgun just shooting at any shadow that moves. And I came up to him and knocked him out, and then ended up getting killed. And when you're dead, everybody can talk to each other. And this guy decides, he's like, he must have been able to hear me speaking. He's like, "You Australian?" I was like, "Yes." And he's like, "I hate Rolf Harris." And I was like, "Who's Rolf Harris?" And I actually had to like look up on the internet who he was, completely oblivious to the fact that he was Australian. and before any of the naughty business.
I was going to say, if you Google
And
him
it was
now,
like-
it'll be completely different.
Now everybody hates Rolf Harris.
Yeah, that is a bit of a weird one. I used to think he was the bastard on the KFC boxes.
So did I when I was a kid. Can you tell what it is yet? Well, it looks like chicken, but it's probably not.
But it's a back of a chicken for a tenner.
Now,
Bad.
Jay. Jay,
Yeah.
come on. Tell us a funny story. Not anything. MGO related, obviously.
MGO related. Well, there's obviously just stupid shit where you just used to follow behind people and stuff like that. They were like most of the ones I used to get. Well, one of them where I think it was I can't remember what match it was on now, but this other guy just didn't recognise I was actually on the other team, and I was just literally following him around all game, doing nothing, just following this guy around, and he didn't even realise I was shooting his teammates while following him around, and he was looking at me as well, and he just didn't even realise it was me. He's like, how are you this blind? How are you just this dumb? Are you literally just playing this game for the first time? And it was just weird just to see someone that stupid play a game.
Did he also go hiding in plain sunlight and also rolling down a little hallway with his mates? The same guy.
It could have been, but you got a lot of, like, quite a few people that were on there that were just so stupid and what they did, like really stupid shit. But it was
To
fun.
be fair, it is a very
Really?
different game, online experience compared to a lot of other games. Like, you'd never ever get a game like Metal Gear Online.
All the costumes you see and all the names that people came up with, it was just awesome.
Oh,
The clan
The-
system.
and even the
clan
game
system alone.
modes.
the
Yeah,
best names. I mean, what would you say, like, the stupidest names you've ever seen as characters? I think one would be Blind Sniper.
Yeah, but
That's
then,
the
you know that's a shit name. there was this guy. I joined a German kid's clan once, and he called himself the praying something or other, because it was supposed to be a mantis thing, or like the praying something. I can't remember, but I had praying, and I went a bit religious sounding, and it's like, oh well, actually, now I think about it, yeah, it's like, yeah, well done, it. But you always used to come across them people that'd have like Octopus Decoy Snake 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, oh, do you want to fit any more characters in your name? Why don't you just come up with something new? There's the
Mine
amount of
was-
solid snakes and snake soliduses and liquid ocelot. Hal.
Yeah.
Liquid Shit was unique, though, wasn't it? Liquid Shit. You ever see him?
Which one?
Liquid Shit. There was someone running about called.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Though, the worst a stupid thing that I did when clans first sort of come about. I thought I was all good and everything. People started liking me, even though I was a shitty sloth at the time with a male character that was really crap. I got sloth because they used to let people boost on me, and I made a clan. The taglines were, "Join my clan, I can take you to the higher levels." I even wrote like a noob as well. I can help you level up and stuff. And the help leveling up was letting you boost on me, and that's why I had sloth. Anyway, I made this clan. I thought, what do I want to call it? And something generic, you know. I've got a kid attitude on this game, so I thought I'd call it the Killer Snakes. Later on, I made this clan, the Killer Snakes. I was really happy about it. I didn't have an emblem, and I said, I was asking people, can you do emblems? Can you do emblems in combat trainings and stuff? And Shaw started getting people to join. I can do emblems. So I started making this little clan. I had a few friends in it and everything, and I was really happy with it. And so the guy started saying to me, so what kind of emblem do you want me to make? Like a KFC logo or a sort of angry burger? I was thinking, what kind of fucking emblem's that, mate? I don't want no fucking stupid emblem. He's like, I could do like bloody chips. And I was like, what? Are you mad? And he was like, I don't know, it just sound good for the
like
Killer
food.
Snacks. And I was like, Killer Snacks? What are you talking about, Killer Snacks? And the name of the clan, I was like, it's not called fucking Killer Snacks, it's called Killer Snakes. And he's like, no, it's Killer Snacks. I was like, oh shit, it is. Because I'm dyslexic, I spelt it wrong, but it was such a bad. I don't even know how I managed that. I don't think there was autocorrect when you were making names either. I just,
Oh,
for some reason, I put Snacks there and I couldn't disband it. So I was walking around with a clan called Killer Snacks. People were saying, that's a good name, that's very different. I was thinking, you didn't know what I wanted to fucking call it though. I'm so embarrassed. Join the Killer Snacks. We'll get you KFC.
Could have been worse. You could have been called the Black Bummers. So, you know. Just throwing that out there. But that... I'll tell you, here's a good question. What were your biggest peeve on any of the game modes? What people are... Like, the bad habits of other people? Justin.
Oh... No... Lag. No, that was me. That was always me.
I'm gonna say you can't say that.
I would say I know the lag. Oh my god, that was bad for me because I didn't really have good internet back then. So it was like the lag for me and seeing other people, like it was just unbearable at times.
But we Australians still use dial-up internet.
Woo! What about you, Joe? What annoyed you? What ground your gears, Joe?
What do you think?
What
Freaking
round
lag
zero
switches.
Lag switches.
Lag switchers, glitchers. Just ruin the community.
Yeah.
Ruin the
So
game.
I always got accused of that. It just happened that I was
Just
just a
unit.
shitty player.
Basically, dickheads ruin the community.
I've got a few of these, you know. Like
Here we are. I bet this is one that we all share, right? Picture the scene. Team Sneak. Scan X is out. Someone links you all up at start of match.
Oh,
And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
that
But they start to
actually,
get busy.
now that you mention that, that was like the worst thing. Whenever we'd start Team Sneak, I'd always make sure I ran off away from the rest of the team, because if there was someone that you didn't know on the team, there'd be that one idiot who went and linked you all up. Then someone would go and use their little doodad to find you, and be like, well, there's the whole game ruined.
I remember absolutely raging at that one. Well, more than once. You probably heard me just now going, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you linking us together, you prick? I was like, oh man, I used to get so wound up about it. I used to I'd be calm, and like that it'd be on. It'd just be like, you dickhead, you're gonna get us all killed. I was so, I don't know, man. It was a very emotional time. What about you, Alan?
I've got quite a few. Right, one, it is that what you would say, people sopping for no fucking reason other than thinking that they're pointing of you where to go, but they're just linking you up to get smacked. Secondly, was in Team Sneak, where they always manage to get caught first, quickly, like run and gun and get slapped. Also, when there was e-locators in bloody Team Sneak, what was that shit about? And then lag switchers, DDoS, and one of the worst things I always really hated is the attitude that that most pros had, most good players had, where they thought they were celebrities. This was really early back on in the day, where like Red Leopard, M Lopez, Merc, even though Merc was nice, MF Doom, they all had sort of like a celebrity status, yeah. And then they didn't play as much. They all thought they were good, and then people started getting better. People learned from them. I must admit that they did learn from them, including myself. And when they got so good to the point where they started talking to you like dirt, and then later on, the bit that I loved the most is when they did come back, thinking they were legends and shit. They'd come back to find everyone had overtook them, and they started getting shit. They were no longer what they used to be. They couldn't keep up with most players of that day, and they would say shit about it, and it would put them off playing the game anymore. I used to love seeing that. That was make my day.
That's what they get for being so like arrogant and so up their own asses and everything like that. So it's like, you know, a big massive middle finger to them.
It was so funny. You
I
just
copped
see
an
him right
abusive
back
email off someone for that.
What?
One of the celebrity status Metal Gear Online players. I'm not sure what the name was, but I remember I'm pretty sure I told Carl about it. Yeah, exactly. Got a email message off him afterwards saying that I was nothing but a lag switching cheat, and that he was gonna like try and get my account banned, and that I should, and then he was making rude advances towards my mother and whatnot, and I got really upset, and but I was like, you're just upset that I beat you. I was like, I'm not a lag switcher, I'm just Australian. Chill out.
Yeah, they couldn't take it. I think this is a prime example. I mean, most of you probably remember Red Leopard.
Name rings a bell.
Yeah, he was like the one that went to the World Champions. Yeah. He was like the one really good. He could instantly headshot you. He was like the best. Here's the reason I made a female character. I even used the same codex he had and started dressing the same as his character because I was a fucking idiot. Anyway, one time I used to go to his one-on-one games. Most of them were passworded. I don't know how I got in there because most people used to kick the sloths out. Bless you, babe. Anyway, I was playing it, and I remember it was going. It beat everyone, yeah, and then you got to play against him. And this is when I was a complete noob, and I used to run around with a gun in my hand, get shot I'd get headshotted by grenades and shit. I was that bad. And then I come up against him, and then I killed him. I managed to kill him 3 times. I didn't know how to auto aim back then. I didn't know you had to switch it on and stuff, so I didn't auto aim. I got him 1 headshot on 3 kills. Anyway, I got slapped, and people were like, "Yeah, well done. At least you got some kills off on him," because he was killing people almost 10-0. Anyway, this was going back after probably a year later, and I had Demon Child, and I'd started getting better at the game, quite a lot better. I'd progressed a lot. I was I think I was a level 14 Foxhound, and then I come into the game again, and I thought, no, I'm going to play him, and I was playing against him, and I started killing him, and then I killed him 4 times in a row, and I couldn't believe it. Then he killed me a few times, and it got down to the last ticket. It was very tense. Seriously, it was the last ticket, and then on that, just before the last ticket ended, he was running about. I noticed someone tried to kick me, and then I just ignored it completely because I was just so energetic and so crazed at this moment. And then at that last bit where he started shooting, then I box popped, come out, and I got him straight in the head, and then the game was over, and I couldn't believe it. My head went hot. And it was like the same feeling I got when I first saw Foxhound on the next round. It said, "You're Foxhound." Literally after 1 round ended, I saw Foxhound next to my name. I couldn't believe it. And I smacked him, and everyone turned against me, saying I was lagging, saying I was a noob and stuff, but they couldn't take it that I'd beat one of the best. It's like I beat Boss. You remember Boss? He was like the 1v1 champion. I beat him one time too, and I seriously did. I was using a different character. No one knew who it was me. And I beat him, and everyone got funny about it. I remember him, he was using like flashbangs as well, which is very unusual for a 1v1, for me anyway, but I beat him too. It was 1 ticket remaining, but I still actually beat him. And then all I got was, I was toying with you, I wasn't playing properly. It's like, yeah, right, you got that. And them attitudes, it's a fucking game, to chill the hell out, you know?
Yeah, it's not the be all and end
I
all
hope we
of
don't
everything.
get them on this like MGO that comes out.
You will,
because that was-
eventually.
We're
I don't
going
know.
to have a whole new
Eventually,
generation of them this time, Jay.
Yeah, but I mean, like you're gonna have like all the young'uns that are gonna be playing it, which obviously, yeah, is gonna be a good. Hopefully, the community stays as it is. Like, you know, the old guys stay, and you know they look out for each other. But like, I just don't want the dickheads back
Oh,
that
they'll
are
be
actually
back.
on the
They'll be
game.
back.
Oh yeah, I know they will be back, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things you can't avoid. But I just hope it isn't like bad, like where it ruins the game
Yeah.
or people
Attitudes on that
exploiting the
ruin it.
game.
It's like people
Yeah.
made the game, but the cunts ruined it.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
Bob. That's going
Yeah.
in post-production.
You're gonna have to
Disgusting.
beep that out.
Yeah. You're going to have to put the brr noise over it.
Damn,
Right, bunch of
damn that
brr.
timing. When's that timing when I need it?
Terrible.
It was amusing. It was, you know, it's like, I remember there being a clan called Reborn, and I joined it once just to ask, are you lot babies or what? You know what I mean? I don't know why I did that. It's just a stupid
Been
thing. but
reborn.
I remember joining a really noob clan called McDonald's because I liked their emblem and thought it was really cute. They're all like level 4s and stuff. And this was like a few years before
Probably
MGO
really
ended.
fat as well.
Probably, but it was really funny. Then I found out that some other really good player joined them to help them out too. I helped them in survival. They were abysmal. I mean, they were taking targets to the enemy team's base and shit. You know, it was really funny. But I don't know, and that's where the game, because the game was good when you had fun on that. When you started getting really serious on it, the game got really crap quickly.
I don't know. I kind of like this serious approach to it. I really
don't
do
mean that,
like
I mean-
this thing. I like going bit of both. You know, you have fun sometimes,
both,
and then you have yeah, a bit of both. Bit of it, bit of both.
I know what you mean, because I liked E-Souls and Hugh Dares, and I'm not being horrible or blowing my own trumpet, but there was times when I'd be in most games and I would triumph above both teams, and then noticing everyone was way under me, and sometimes I did bad too. I wasn't always consistent, but then it did get a bit annoying. And then when I was offered good clans and I would do really well, you sort of wanted to keep that. Obviously no one likes losing, but then when I was with them, at first I did enjoy just playing it and not caring at all, and that was when the game seemed more fun. When you played with the bigger teams, the better clans, they were really weird, like, don't get last kill because I need it for GP, or don't scan him, don't kill him, don't grab the target, don't get all the bases. Why did you kill everyone on TDM?
So
you know?
basically, you don't like the pro shit.
No, I didn't like it. It was very apparent. It was like team deathmatch turned into camp deathmatch. Literally, there was mags.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
People were hiding, and if they got shot, you know, it wasn't about the team losing, and they'd really panic if there was like a few tickets and they lost, they didn't kill anyone. They'd literally run out and get shot again just to go out and kill some to get that GP. It was it weren't fun. It lost its appeal, and that sort of ruined it. I'd say like the best was in between. The Knight, that was a clan that was semi pro characters, but it was the best clan. They didn't give a shit. We cleaned up in survival all the time. We beat a lot of really good teams, and it was fun, you know. And
yeah,
when it got really
so
serious,
basically, you like it when it's, you know, your mates, but
yeah,
you know, you play it like kind of like friendly at the time, and then you go serious when you need to with your mates and stuff like that, but still have a laugh.
yeah, because it was nice that. But when people started to expect something of you, where they started to expect that you were really good and you had to perform that level all the time, because seriously, if you were in some clans and you did shit for a few games, they didn't want you anymore, you know. It never happened to me, but it happened to people I played with. They didn't do too. They had you know, you'd have them days where you would just lose in every game. You'd come last every game, and you thought,
yeah, that was like every second day for me.
But yeah, it was like that. In eSouls, it never was. It didn't matter. People would say good game after you lost the game terribly, you know. I guess I wanted to win tournaments. I wanted to get 10 streaks of 5 wins. I wanted to try that out, and when I did all of that and won all the berets, done everything, it just seemed the game was boring because I was playing with people I didn't want to play with, and it was time consuming. But you know, you got better. You got to play with better people. You got to know most of the pro players, but that didn't mean anything when you weren't playing people that actually wanted to have a game, who was playing it because it was a fucking game, you know.
Oh, see, me and Justin never used to take it serious, did we, Justin?
No.
We were like, if you think of 2 jokes on that game, that was me and Justin.
Yeah,
we literally didn't give a rat's ass, and we always had a good time, and we always fannied about. We were like, "Hey, Justin, watch this." And then we just do something really stupid.
There's one feature that I would like to be back into the game, like that I would like to be in the game as well, and that's the in-game chat.
Has to be.
Yeah, I hope so. I've got my keyboard up there ready.
Yeah, I actually bought one of those keyboards that you can actually connect to the PS3 controller just for it.
I had 2 of them. One at a time, obviously.
But don't you think they're going to sort of take more advantage to implement, you know, cross-party chat now?
Yeah.
And they know a lot of people started using Skype, don't they? And the chat thing is better now. MGO chat was the worst ever.
It sounded like you're underwater.
Yes, it sounded like
you couldn't type any swears.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the typing system, that's what I want in. It's the typing system that I want in, not the actual chat itself, because that was just horrible. But I mean, like,
because that typing was helpful because you could like choose who you spoke to and
yeah, like team and all and stuff like
not
that.
For me, I couldn't spell for shit, so I've gotten better since. But I don't know, I used to spell things wrong, but it was good. It was nice because I used to wonder what people sounded like, and everyone thought I was black or French. It was yellow at one point, you know, because I was running around with a female character.
French of all of it.
I don't even know why everyone said, "Are you French?" And I was like, "Yeah." No, I'm not French. What do you mean?
I am French.
I'll tell you one thing that didn't make sense overall about last Metal Gear.
What?
And this is... Don't take this the wrong way, Justin, but why the hell were Australia on European servers?
You know what? I have no idea.
If you
considering
thought
Japan
you
is
can't-
closer.
You can't get further away.
Yeah,
From
but they are classed as Europe, though, ain't they?
Yeah, we'll see. We get the PAL games like you guys do.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it was.
It's the same with Blu-rays. Whenever I order a Blu-ray from Australia, I get it with like some 4X, a pack of 4X with it.
That's why I do
so you
the
didn't
Europe
get
version of
Fosters?
this year. Well, this year.
Well, I was told Australians don't actually drink Fosters.
Yeah, no, they don't. But that's the stereotypical Australian thing. I remember Carl telling me he got me a 6-pack of Fosters when I was coming over to stay with him. I was like, I don't even drink beer.
Oh,
you know what's the funny thing about Fosters, though? It's actually brewed in England.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Right.
So,
It tastes like piss too.
yeah, it does.
It's like, oh, Scottish Merc's being very quiet today.
Playing CSGO is concentrating, the bastard.
Not bad.
That's
I'm
my
here
brother.
dedicated to the cause, watching MGO and watching Mumra stuff
He's
here.
polishing his bagpipe. That's what he's doing. He's getting it ready.
Oh, that's a thing I'd want to see actually. What type of weapons do you want to see in the MGO?
Pretty much the same sort of guns, really.
A bagpipe,
Like the
kangaroo,
M4
and a broken bottle for Alan.
Railgun.
What type of wacky costumes do you want to have? Because you know you had the crocodile hat and everything.
Dungarees, mate. Dungarees and a farmer's hat. You know, or a farmer outfit. Or a
basically,
mankini.
A complete farmer like attire.
A
If I put
mankini.
Mankinis on there, I'm trading it in.
I want every single like farm animal on there. I was going to say animal, but I
Get
don't
a
know why.
goat animal on there. You can play as a goat. No,
Yeah,
it'd be
and the
nice if you
sheep.
could. Like on when the bikinis were there, the boobs jiggled. It'd be nice if you get a mankini and the balls jiggled.
Oh.
When they roll off a building, you just see these slow motion balls.
That's more Mount Your Friends than Metal Gear, though. I think if you've played
Yeah,
that.
well, that's
Like
more
high
of a
definition
dick,
ball shaking.
Yeah, 4K, 60 frames per
1080p
second.
ball
Yeah.
shaking.
That's, yeah, I'll trade it in.
You know
Not
what
happening.
though?
Well, you know, no, that'd be more to keep it. That'd be keep me more enticed.
This one, you know, like they were obsessed with the bikini in the first MGO, then the second. This one, look at that bloody bird in it with the big tits, the big shooters here. They've even done the toy of her with like realistic sort of boobs. They should do like 4K, 60 frame per second boob CQC on the next one. And then like, you know,
Boob
teabagging should be properly implemented where they get like
Well, they take the trousers off and
Ballsy
proper
now.
assume the position.
We drop trout, so you can actually do it.
Operation Drop Trout will be just in HD.
and the camera angles change.
I whip my
like-
dick back and forth. I whip my dick back and forth. I whip my dick back and forth.
And then it don't work, and you try pulling your pants up, then your girlfriend makes you do it again until you get it right.
There you go.
So,
It's
yep.
no scope.
Sad
This is
times
your
for all
theme tune
involved.
when you teabag. Like the
Yeah.
18 music or something, the 18 theme.
Nah. My teabagging theme was always every day I'm hustling.
That was like the Universal.
Every time you drop a ball, you just get the NG, like the Metal Gear, just exclamation mark or question mark. Like, every time.
Instead of just a box, it's just a bollocks. Whose ball bags are these?
Oh no.
Huh? What was that smell?
Oh,
Do you know what? Imagine someone coming onto this chat right now and hear this whole ball sentence that someone started.
what did we had a song, Justin, for teabagging, and I can't remember what it was. We actually legit had a song every time we did it. It was beautiful. It was literally just the same line repeated over and over.
Just actually saw a real tumbleweed.
Oh mate, that's gonna annoy me for the rest of the world. Which makes no sense. So anyway, going back to MGS. MGO even.
I need to speak about NGS. I actually have me and him have a friend who's actually playing it at the moment. Storyline wise, we're not going to do any spoilers or anything like that. He's 6% in, and Nim already knows how many hours he's played, so I want to ask the other three. How many hours do you think he's played? 6% in.
But 2 hours?
I'm gonna go 5, just because.
Okay. Joe?
Back
Nice one.
I'm not playing CS:GO, promise. What a wanker.
Back in the studio.
Right, mate's been playing Metal Gear, the new one. Right, he's been playing Phantom Pain. He's done 6%, but how many hours do you think he's in?
I'm gonna say 10.
Ooh, you're the closest.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna
really?
guess 12.
Nim's spot on.
Way! I don't know how to do it. It's a
And he's
gift.
6% in.
6% in, and
That's going to take years to complete.
12.
Well, I better do it before Fallout 4 comes out, or we are in
I
trouble.
bet you.
I still haven't even finished The Witcher yet.
I've not even played The Witch. I've played about 5 hours. Say about an hour of it.
I bet Christmas
It's
passes on
another-
this new one. And Eclipse
It's another
passes.
grey-haired angry dude that kills a lot of people.
The
And it's
game
awesome.
is huge on the actual like campaign part of it, where you're going around doing the side missions, and
The
then
horse does poos and stuff.
horse does previously spin out cars and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't. Talking right, if we're talking new Metal Gear, right?
Yeah, let's talk new
Some
Metal
things
Gear.
I like, and some things I'm gonna have to get on with, even though it pisses me off to no end. Right.
Which you're going to talk about, and that is
One,
we'll have to get
you
on
can do a
this.
shit and make out of a horse's ass and make a full like military jeep spin out.
What?
Yeah.
Two is the one that's gonna annoy him the most. Is
No, let me finish. Two,
oh no,
boxes where you can stick posters to up and stand up next to soldiers and attract them.
That's cool.
yeah, and you think
How is that remotely cool, Joe?
It's funny.
It is cool and
Silly
it's
Joe.
funny. But
I
it's
once
that-
fell in love with a
it's-
Tesco bag.
Not a Greg's bag like that PM talking. Right. Three, in that FOB mode, I noticed they had wormhole technology to like take like injured soldiers away. Why?
Yeah, that's FOB.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's weird, but that's FOB. That's online stuff. So even though it's not like you can probably fault an amount, but yeah, granted. But I mean, like, it's still.
Wormhole technology.
Like
Yeah.
basically, you'll
Yeah.
you'll lift them up and then they'll get sucked into a black hole above them.
Yeah, but they've got stealth technology in already.
Yeah, but that's like sort of not as far fetched. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of always been a part of the Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And then the other one is the short distance teleportation stuff. I don't know.
yeah,
What
I
about-
don't.
Maybe that's more acceptable than the wormhole stuff. But then you've got to
Maybe
ask,
it's more.
why is the
as-
better stuff in '84 than there is in near future Metal Gear 4 and Metal Gear 1
Yeah.
and 2?
Well,
They have
maybe
to
it's
update
more
it, haven't they?
descriptive in the story, though.
You could do selfies on it.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah,
Yeah,
selfies
there,
as
there
well.
wasn't even a such thing as a selfie in the 80s.
What about the bird from Silent Hill PT? She's in it apparently. You can use her as like she pops out to scare guards.
Are you lying?
No, I swear to God, there's a video of it.
Really?
Did I
yeah.
see right about instead of magazines, you can put like dogs or something
Puppies.
down?
Little furry
Oh, yeah.
wolves.
Dog.
I don't
See,
know,
that
but
makes
there
more
is-
sense
there
than
is
magazine
PC
because
reference.
let's be honest here, a puppy is going to distract a soldier more than a magazine sitting on the ground. I think that the puppy is a good addition.
See, no,
Yeah.
because look, if it's all them men in a base for many months on end, what
Yeah.
would they rather appreciate? A picture of a woman scantily clad or a teddy dog?
Yeah.
I'd prefer a dog.
Oh,
That's weird.
Picture's
Justin.
not going to do me any good.
Well, neither's a stuffed dog. It's not a real dog, it's a stuffed dog.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
cute, and he can cuddle it, and he can miss his family while he cuddles it.
I think you're overthinking this.
A little bit of
Justin.
home for him.
What
try
about
looking up this bird. But some fat dude talking.
the actual people that you can bring in along with you? Like, you can have Quiet with you, DD, the horse, and the addition of the walker, or whatever it is, the D walker. What about them? You know, to get you
Loves
around the
the
places.
D-Walker.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What? So you got
I
D-hops that you can walk.
You can have
that obviously
companions.
companions in your travels. The D Walker is basically a mobile system that you can get on. You can maybe make him walk, or he's got these like rollers, so we can go on. You
Is it a
can
bit
make-
like Metal Gear?
MK2.
Yeah, the Mark II Rex.
yeah, basically, but yeah,
But
basically
you can stand
you
on it
can-
and shoot people from the back of it.
Yeah, and you can upgrade it to make him have arms, so you can grab enemies and stuff like that. So I do like that.
Well, if that's the case,
pretty
the
cool
Metal
addition.
Gear Walker needs like a move where you can grab enemies and like just smash them together.
like the Hulk.
Here's something I did notice.
Yeah.
On the back of the box for Metal Gear, I think the special edition, it says you can actually get a Metal Gear Rex for multiplayer.
Ooh.
Nope.
What?
Now, I
So there's
don't,
a deal.
I don't know what that means. Whether it's going to be because I know there's them
It
walking
can't be a
turrets.
massive, like a massive Metal Gear Rex.
Surely not. It'd be slightly unbalanced, you'd think.
Yeah.
But
I sent that video on Skype, that one with Lisa from Silent Hill.
let's have a look, see. I'll let you gents keep talking. But yeah, no, I'll have a look at him actually. But yeah, on back at Collector's Edition, you've got like your XP boost, your costume for Big Boss, you know, all that sort of stuff. Well, then it says a Metal Gear XP boost Metal Gear Rex for multiplayer, and I'm like, I don't know if that's going to be like a companion or because you can get mobile turrets that are like walkers. I've seen them in multiplayer.
That thing that we've been talking about that whole time.
Yeah, that's the thing we've been talking about that you can have in game. It's probably I think it could be reskinned as that. I think it will be that.
No, right. The mobile turret is something that actually you climb into it. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
I thought you were on about something
they're
that's
all
small that
talking
follows you
about the
about.
same
Like
thing.
oh, shut up, Justin, you bastard.
No, that's what we're on about.
Well, it might be a skin for that then, a Metal Gear skin for that. If not,
Yeah.
here's hoping a Metal Gear X on because apparently the stages are going to be massive. They're not full scale of the Afghanistan map or anything like that, but apparently the multiplayer maps are going to be very sizable. But then you've got to ask what size of the team's going to be.
That's just what I want to see. I want to see what the game's like. I want to see it. I want to see it.
And day one is going to be the online is going to be open. At the moment, it's only there's only just limited options that are out for people that actually have the game at the moment. So, but they're going to be a day one release where
I like how
options.
they're giving options to the people that have somehow got it before it's even allowed out. It's like they shouldn't have options. They should just fuck off and let me have it.
Well, that's what.
Not that I'm bitter that everyone else has got it apart from me, but still.
Yeah, well, they're going to be adding in all the online options later on when the game's actually out. So people saying that, oh, you need a paywall. No, there's no paywall.
I'll tell you what.
I'm just happy that we're getting it in Australia. We have an R rating now, so we're allowed 18 rated games.
Woo!
Yeah.
But
I don't have to get Carl to smuggle it in for me.
I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened.
Do you think you'd be able to play the hours you used to play?
From the Australian government's listening to this, we didn't smuggle Mortal Kombat into Australia. It never happened.
Or downloadable Scorpion codes.
Nope.
Yeah.
None of that.
You know, like now this new Metal Gear's out, and we obviously played the first Metal Gear online for Metal Gear Solid 4. We played the shit out of that for, I think I played it the full duration, really, like 4 years or 5 years. How long do you think can you dedicate the amount of time you did for the new one? I definitely can't. Not hardly. I mean, I work full time, and I'm not as into games as I used to be. So it just, I think I'd be able to play it, but not enough to get good. There's no way I'd be able to do survival where I sit down and do 4 hours of one game. And even if I had time, I don't think I'd bloody want to anymore.
Yeah, but if you're playing with me and Justin and Jay and Joe, you're gonna be all right.
I think I could put quite a lot of time in. Obviously, it's going to be one of the main games that I play online from now. I know I've said that for plenty of other games, but I've not been as enthusiastic to play it. But I think there'll be less time to put into it since, I know I've got, the kids here and everything. I've got JJ here, and if he's going to be here, I'm going to see him on the weekends and stuff like that. So it'll be less time put into the game.
I think it's safe to say, and I think I'll speak for a lot of the vets from MGO too. We're grown ups now. We're adults.
Yeah.
We've got
men now.
We've got shit to do.
Yeah,
It's like we've all got kids. We've all got jobs. We've all got some of us wives. Some of us no longer works nights, so they can't conveniently play with British people.
I'll be happy to see some new expert people that are going to come in and learn the game and be, proper, really pro at the game. So I can't wait. I'm looking forward to see the next gen of people play it. But
Here we are.
Dicks about it.
Here's one, right. Earlier on we were saying that in the social groups there were like celebrities and stuff like that. Do we think we will have pretend versions? Like, for example, Alan, I know I mentioned to you over there. Do we reckon we will find another person calling themselves Demon Child after your character?
I don't know. Do you know?
I think with the clan system, I think they're going to do a fake Hugh Dares for definite, and definitely all the fake ones.
I think the names that will get copied will be Demon Child, White Cell, and probably Julia Beckham.
Red Leopard.
And Red Leopard, yeah.
Yeah, Merc as well.
Merc, yeah. I met him a few times. But I reckon they're, for me, they were the ones that
Silly Bang.
Silly Bang. Silly Bang. Well, you were in
there
silent
was a
fun,
character
weren't you?
called Sillet Bang that always used to pop up in games I was playing, and just it was another one of those celebrity status plays. I think it was more like when you guys were off the game, because obviously I'm on the other side of the world to you, so sometimes I'd play during the day too, and there'd be this guy that got about, and everybody went on about him, this Sillet Bang. I reckon there'll be another one of them in this.
Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if someone made a Mumra account as well or an Angelina
Yeah,
Jolie
that
account.
would-
Just to wind him up.
Just to wind up, because like he was like back then he was the Metal Gear
Only
guy.
YouTuber.
He had
Yeah,
the only YouTuber. He had a forum. He had a very well organised clan. A bit intense sometimes, but you know.
It's not too bad sometimes, but you know.
But I reckon there might be a mock version of him. Mock version of you as well, Alan. Mock version of Merc and White Shell and Julia Beckham were the names that I heard a lot of.
As much as I loved playing with E-Souls and Mumra and everything, I got to admit, again, forums, I don't like using them much. I can't spell for shit. Now I can. Now I've got autocorrect to back me up and fucking Word, Excel next to it. But the thing is, like, when I used to do it back then, I couldn't type much, and I didn't like having to go there to, they had clan games, and then I had to find passwords that were on there. I had to write stuff I wanted to. I didn't like it like an army. I didn't like it. I just wanted, again, it was when I sort of rejoined Hugh Dares and E-Souls, and I just didn't want that having to organise everything. I just wanted to play the fucking game, It got
that's
a bit
what
too
I miss
serious.
about online gaming is the fact that you can't just play a game. You have to like hook up to the forum or the social club and this and that, and it's just like, why can't we just go into the game, link up, and do everything in the game?
Yeah, but with
Like
the
now you
forums
need a
and stuff,
companion app and forums, and it's
Like-
just ridiculous.
do you think the community is going to be that as good as it was back in the day?
It's a
think
sort
if
of
it's
new
all
generation
worthwhile.
now. I mean,
I
back
think
then we
it'll
didn't have
take a while.
we didn't have tablets like that then. Now we're completely stuck in social media. We have Instagram. People are going to be making little videos. More people can record now. I mean, you even have an option on PlayStation 4, so every fucker's going to be making montages left, right and centre. Everything's going to be more shared now. Twitter, Twitch. It's completely different ball game to what we had.
Yeah.
Online gaming was just starting.
Hopefully
pretty
it
much.
means the game will stick around for longer.
Yeah, no,
because
definitely.
that's like, it was, the online part wasn't as mainstream.
But it's still
like-
stuck
Yeah.
around for long. It was still popular.
I mean,
it still got
Yeah,
a load of good
Yeah, it
video
was
edits.
popular to a
quality.
few people, but I mean, like, they still shut the online servers down. That's another question. Do you
They
think they
actually
keep the
kept,
servers up now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends how they're gonna. If they do it like do you know where it's like someone has is the host, and then because that's not. I'm pretty sure that's. I
Yeah.
don't know how it works, but is that going to be like more cost effective?
Yeah,
than
is it
having
going,
your
is it
own
going to be
servers or
dedicated
something like that?
servers, or is it going to be dedicated servers, or is it going to be someone host it? Is it going to be something like
well,
that?
if I host, none of you will be able to play with me.
Oh, we'll all be gods because we'll be teleporting all over the place.
Well, look
Yeah.
at it this way. When it was during the sort of end, when online gaming become big, all these companies started doing it where you needed online passes. Online gaming got so popular that a game wouldn't sell as good if it didn't have online on it. That was all it was about. After
Yeah,
stories started
yeah.
getting shitter, so now it's a massive thing. I think the servers are going to be around for a lot longer. It's a different, again, it's a massively different ball game. If it ain't got
And it's
online, no one wants it
Playing the
anymore.
game. There's more people playing like the game. They're
And
gonna
that's
be
kind
more
of upsetting in
interested
itself,
others.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to like in-room multiplayer, like co-op? I'd love to buy a game that I can actually play.
There is a co-op on Metal
with
Gear.
my
the new
missus.
one. There is a co-op on this. Yeah, on the Metal Gear.
Like offline
Sure about
co-op.
Yeah, we've been told that there is actually going to be co-op on it. So I've heard
Well, if
little
there is,
whispers,
that-
little whispers. Because it only seems better because you've got your companions in it. So why not? The main gameplay
but
is
you really
to see people.
You really think your missus is going to want to run around as a horse? There's shit
No,
everywhere
not
for
like-
you?
no, I mean, like,
If she does that if she does that level of commitment to you, Jay, keep her.
yeah.
Definitely.
No,
It's from
I
Uncle
mean,
Nim, is that?
I mean, like, because you can use quiet as a companion as well, can't you? Walking around, scouting the area out, and if you can use a co-op and someone's being quiet for you and scouting out the area, using the trank sniper on them and stuff like that, that's awesome. Especially if you can do that, that would be good.
Yeah.
So you're saying like actual campaign co-op? Is that what we're saying?
Maybe, possibility.
Because I do like a
Awesome.
good campaign co-op. That has been known.
I
Online
do too.
co-op.
I miss that.
Resi 5.
So,
That
What
was
else?
the one. And Saints Row 2. They were,
Oh,
we had all kinds of trouble on that game. That was funny. But this is Metal Gear Night, so we're talking Metal
yeah,
Gear.
this is Metal Gear Night, yeah. But
So,
Oh my god.
what do we think we're going to see in these future, the next MGO? Not the FOB, but the actual MGO. Now, I know Team Sneak's been confirmed, so I'm happy. I'm
Oh,
I'm
it's been
happy.
confirmed, has it?
It has absolutely been confirmed.
I have a raging Team Sneak erection right now.
yeah,
I
it is.
also have one of
There
those
is a
things.
bit of DLC. I open there is DLC, but it won't cost too much or anything like that. Obviously, there might be DLC, but I hope there is in-game like purchases you can do
Update.
from where you can upgrades and stuff where you can upgrade your stuff and you can buy your clothes yourself and
Are you on about like in-game currency, like the DP points?
I know we've already spoken about
Somewhat
this,
to
but,
aim for.
like,
But however,
it's an aim for you.
I have
They
seen.
need to tweak that system because I know that if you die a whole bunch of times, like you'd get like a few bonuses for weapons and that, but most of the time if you kind of come into the start of a match and get your ass handed to you 3 times in a row, everybody else has got like fancy guns and you're standing there with a handgun and like one grenade going, oh, what do I do now?
I do hope to see
Duck
all
and
the,
cover.
all the old game modes in the
Box
in the
pop.
game, and plus and some like where you can be some of the main characters and stuff like that.
Yes.
Now,
I
here's a
used to
question,
really enjoy that.
gentlemen. Right, as MGO players, right, one of the greatest things about MGO for me was when you have bastards like Alan that can one-shot everything, right? You can still chip away at them because they didn't have regenerating health. Now, I've noticed Snake has regenerating health in Ground Zeroes. What if that carries on to MGO?
Yeah, but he also had that in MGS4 in the campaign as well.
Yeah, with stress levels and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you laid down, your health would regenerate.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
I
that's not
don't
just
think,
dipping behind a box like Call of Duty style.
I think I hope to God that they don't have any regen. I hope to God they don't have regen
Yeah.
because that would be so much better. It
Also,
really would.
another thing I noticed on the Day 1 edition, it has an XP boost. So,
Yeah, there is XP. in
what
it,
do I
so-
reckon about that? Because is it going to be like every other online game this time round?
What
This is the
unlocks get
This
to
is
a
the big
level
thing
and
that I
then
noticed.
unlock.
And this is an important thing, right? Go back to Metal Gear, right? When you first played it, the amount of shit you didn't know and the amount of shit you had to learn, it took you years to learn.
Yeah.
The game, for a lot of people, was too overcomplicated. Not only the controls, but SOP stealth, SOP. A lot of people didn't know how to implement it or use it, yeah?
That put a lot of people off the game.
Yeah, and now it's an American company, and they've looked at online games. People just want to fucking Call of Duty everything up, where it's just literally put it on, you can play it, you're in it, you just get better at shooting, then you learn some small perks. But most games, you never really know how to do everything on it. And with Metal Gear, it was like that, but with 10 tons of shit added on top of it for a lot of people to not understand. Now I think they're gonna either go over the top, which they can do, but I doubt that because an American company's taken over and they just want to make it. They want to make it so everyone can play it. Like Call of Duty, it's made everyone can just play it the easy way out. When it has to be made too easy, you get a lot of stupid people complaining. And we loved it, but unfortunately, it didn't sell like a Western game because of that. It's a massive thing that people didn't like and put off it.
So basically, they're just catering for the mass.
Yeah. Definitely.
The lowest common denominator.
So
I think it'll be good, and I think it'll be. I know a lot of since Metal Gear 5's been coming out, a lot of the people off MGO2 that I haven't talked to in years have been getting in touch with me saying, we're getting back together, such and such, we're gonna all form up again and do this and this, and I'm like, if that happens and kind of it's not as good as what it used to be, I'll still be happy, but aye. That's my phone. But I don't want to be too. Can you describe it as westernized, if you like? Is that?
Yeah.
I don't want it to be too Call of Duty-esque.
I don't want I don't
I
want
don't
quick
want it to lose
scoping.
its
I don't
soul.
want regenerating health when you hide behind a box for 2 seconds.
I don't want it where it's going to be like you get to a certain level and you go, oh, I've unlocked this, nice. I mean, like if it does do that, I want it done at least properly.
Yeah, I don't.
Like
Maybe
unlimited.
I think classes will go down well.
I mean, like, what's the max level gonna be? Like, that's another thing as well.
Level 19 Foxhound.
I wonder if boosters are going to be back where they're happy to have their level 19 when they can't play that way. Is leveling system going to be back? Is GP going to be back? Titles? There's so much shit.
Yeah, I know.
I know
That's,
they're gonna do like pay to level up type things, like boosters stuff.
definitely-
Oh, that's
Pay
on the
to-
FOB mode though. That's not actually part of the.
FOB you can use. You can buy stuff, but
You know-
it's, it's going to be weird. It is going to be a bit of a weird one.
It's going to be a big sort of.
Sure.
I think there's still going to be a learning curve around it.
Yeah, I think you can still unlock stuff you can use it in-game currency for your FOB, so that's not too
Yeah.
bad. So
Yeah,
you
the
don't have
FOB
to
is the only
use-
thing with microtransactions. The actual
Yeah.
PvP stuff's not got it. Apparently.
But that's what was so big, the customization of your characters. You could personalize them. If they implement that better,
Yeah,
make
yeah.
it that you could do a lot more. Everyone loved that.
Oh, I've actually seen a bit on it.
It looks like there's different classes this time round because like
Yeah.
big built dudes, skinny built dudes, you know, like with armor levels, and there's some guy playing as big boss on it as well. So whether you get like character skins,
Yeah, so you can create.
I reckon it'll be like.
look really good.
go on, Justin. What are you saying?
I was gonna say, I reckon hopefully it'll be like the Metal Gear Online 2, where you could actually allow certain like the special characters to come into the match. So you'd have like Ocelot and Snake and Raiden and Vamp running around.
When Raiden first got put in, it were well cheating. Just deflect every bullet and stab them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yes,
Yeah.
I'm Raiden.
A lot of things were overpowered, weren't they? Like CQCX was overpowered. A lot of things got scaled down when you could use things with 3 slots for 1 slot at the time. Like Narc 3 was 1 slot.
Shield 3.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
it
man.
changed.
Shield 3.
Box 3.
Yeah.
Box 3.
Whoa! And then you just go
I think
plowing
that'll
into
be
someone in a box.
implemented as well, like doing that so you can level up each equipment.
If
No,
they
just
do,
in the
right?
box.
If we do, we need to make a lobby so I can get quick recovery free back as soon as possible. If that's alright with you guys. 'Cause that's
No, we're doing it legit.
That
In
was
that
good
case-
though, that having all the skills, wasn't it? It was nice when you knew you had them all and you could set them for each mode. You could, it's like where you could set your outfits. Everything was good. We knew what we were doing, and we really got to know the game. But it changed so much. It started where everyone knew nothing, then everyone got good, then everyone got so like they didn't give a shit anymore. Then people started disappearing. Then other games started coming out. Then the community got fucked by lag switchers and cheaters. Then the game become one giant mess. No one wanted to play it, and now it's like we've all forgotten it. Really, we know it, but we're going to be complete noobs again.
It's always been like there in the back of the mind where I thought, I really want to play on that game again. I really want to play on that now. But then I keep on thinking, knobheads have ruined it. I can't play on it.
Yeah.
So
I stopped playing it on the last year. I just completely stopped it because, getting DDoSed, and I went off it so bad,
I actually didn't when it actually the servers got put out at the servers got shut down. I didn't even know until about a year later when I bought the game back because I thought I really want to play this game again because I really went off the game, and then when I went back onto the game I was like, why is the game not working? Is it the internet or something? Is something going on? Something going wrong? But no, I didn't realise that the servers were actually down at the time.
Yeah.
right.
Actually,
It's a
I
shame.
found that out a week
Idiots.
before it happened.
I was there when it went off. I recorded it and put it on YouTube at the time. I was quite sad, when I saw a little red message come up on the top of the screen and then it went black. It was really weird, and you try logging in and it was gone. And it was just, I don't know, it was a sad thing because even to this day, it's the only game I've ever played for the duration. It's the only game I've ever played that I loved and I got actually addicted to. I used to
the
crave
memories.
the game. Yeah, there was
That's
so
what
many
got
good
me
ones.
into online gaming.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
I got.
that
I
was-
bought
that
a
was-
PlayStation 3 for that.
Yeah, same.
That's it.
Right, I think we need to. Talking about your recordings, Alan. Right now, we're gonna make a pact
What recordings?
that you like your film that you made.
Oh yeah, the one where I
Oh
was
yeah.
Me, you, Jay, Justin, Joe. You got PS4 yet?
No.
Right, you need to sort your life out immediately. Right,
Yeah.
we're gonna make
Get your
another
shit
film.
together.
We need to make part 2 of what that film was called.
What, the one I did, the massacre.
Yeah, and we
I'll
can
tell
all
you
do
what.
his voice.
I'll upload that tomorrow because I uploaded it before, the old one. Then when I got better at video editing and doing sound, I redid it but made it a bit more serious. But it still ended up turning into a joke video.
I remember you going, "Yeah, kick your ass, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Well, I was like, "Oh dear God, who's doing these voices?" Like, "I'm going over here now." No, motherfucker. It's like, what?
Yeah,
what?
I did all of the voices for all the characters, even an Italian dude.
Pizza and
Mep,
spaghetti.
look at this.
Oh,
I used to be gymnastic, but I'm fucking slow.
yeah, we'll have to do. I think we'll have to do something if we get our heads together because we've all got recording equipment now, so we can get different angles. We'll all. I'm pretty much. We're all mature enough now to do what we're told when we've got an idea.
And video editing's a lot better now.
When me and Al were discussing do you know a group photo in like that where you all meet up mode? There were always someone, you'd all be bunched together, all ready for your photo, someone would drop a grenade in the middle of you.
Yeah.
Or someone would go running past in a cardboard box and blow you all over. But I think we're all grown up enough now to maybe put something decent together.
No, there's going to be one dickhead still. There's always going to be one.
Me.
Yep.
But it's going to be, I think,
I'll take that.
this time, I sort of thought, I want to play it, I want to get good at it, or I don't want to play it. I started thinking it, but now I'm just going to think, I'm going to play it when I can. If I've got a few hours spare, if I've got a day off, which in my job I tend to get days off during the week, so I should be able to actually play
dude, we can have mandates and everything.
But I think it's going to be the only game I play now, because, I mean, look at it, I've got PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, I've got a lot of games from, I have no interest whatsoever in them, so I think if
Well,
I do manage to play a game, it'll be Metal Gear, the new Metal Gear, and that'll be probably it. I think this is my only game I'll ever bother playing again.
Stuck on the storyline for quite some time
Wow.
anyway.
I might not even bloody play the story.
Final mission.
Here we are.
Oh.
Time.
Speaking of the games and stuff and how serious it all got, right? Jay,
Yeah.
our clan. Do an advert for our clan. So people can join and understand that way of thinking.
Our way of think. What do you mean?
Right, I described it in a few words, right? Okay, so Ghost Militia. Right,
Yeah,
there's serious clans, there's shit clans, then there's Ghost
there's
Militia,
us.
right? And I'm going to describe this as, and how would I describe to you, Jay? A bunch of dudes having a laugh.
Just, yeah, a bunch of dudes who are just messing around, just playing the game, having fun. We be serious when we want to. We have fun when we want to. We don't give a fuck. We don't care.
It's not
We
a
just
swear,
play
that's just,
games.
you really
No,
you
no,
know.
no, the swearing is needed then. No,
Yeah,
no,
it's needed.
No, yeah, exactly. Right, but yeah, I think the main thing we're going to be doing, we're not going to be going serious or anything like that. It's just literally us, a bunch of dudes, just having a mess around.
I'll tell you what I'm quite looking forward to as well. When I'm in a thing and people are going, "Here, mate, are you just going on YouTube?"
Yeah.
Because first time I ever heard that, it was like,
Mum rolling it.
yeah, well, Mum Ra
Yep.
and I'd be playing with Viper, playing with Mum Ra, playing with probably you as well, Joe. And do you remember Game 17? I used to play with him a lot as well. He went on top to PBO, and like people would just join and be like, "Is this recording? It's going on YouTube." I'm like, "What's he talking about? What's you? what you recording?"
Hi, YouTube.
Hello. And they'd be like, "Yeah, what it is, I record videos and put on YouTube." I'm like, I don't know what that is. Because I didn't, I had a shitty laptop at the time. Metal Gear was my first run-in with proper online gaming other than Warhawk. And I didn't even know recording gameplay was a thing, but everyone was like, am I going to be on YouTube? Is it happening? I was like, what are you talking about? And I was completely oblivious. And then if any viewers, you type in Nimruk MGO, millions of videos come up, didn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, I
guaranteed
know, there's a couple with me in it that I didn't know about either.
Every day I'm hustling, Justin.
Videos
Yeah,
will be
we'd
going up
be in there and
on
you'd get
YouTube.
people coming in going, "This on YouTube?" I'd be like, "What? YouTube? What?" And then Carl would send me a link to a video with me running around yelling out every day I'm hustling for like 3 minutes straight.
And this
Well,
is the
every
way of
video
life.
I do will be going up on YouTube, and because I'll be doing it on Twitch as well, so I'll be going up on the Twitch, doing all that stuff,
On the Twitch.
Yeah.
putting all
I have to get
the
real internet before I can do
every
anything.
single Metal Gear moment I do is going to be going up on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So
And here's hoping that Kojima and maybe Konami himself are listening to this and they actually implement Operation Drop Draw, because that would be phenomenal.
an actual mission just pops up on a thing.
No,
You got
like an
TF
actual, like, I don't know, you all like, triangle down for 5 seconds and you did kick yourself
no,
and
it's
shout
gotta
mum.
be. No, it's got to be an actual thing. Team deathmatch. You got survival. You got team sneak, and then
Operation Death Drop Route.
Operation Drop Route.
No, it's a bit like race, but instead of just waiting at race, you've got to run to a point, drop trowel, shout mummy, then run off. Operation. I should be a games developer. I don't know how to do it. So.
Oh, God.
Right. Anyway, gents, we've been talking a while now.
We have. It's been about over an hour
I
now.
think it's safe to say we all absolutely love Metal Gear Online 2.
Yep.
We're all looking forward to Metal Gear Online 3.
Yep.
We're all going to be one big happy family again online, and I think it's going to be a shit ton of fun.
It is. It's going to be a shit ton of fun that rendered this bloody hour and a half video as well.
You'll love it, mate. But I
Yeah.
think, as far as MGO goes, I'm glad we did this special. I'm glad that I'm the fact that I've got you three. I mean, Jay, you're obviously GM as well, but these are some of the originals, like my bros from way back when. I mean, I've known Justin.
I didn't even know it existed back then. So it's
Ghost Militia were on there. It wasn't very big, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was really bad at managing it, so much that I left. But
you left your own group.
Yeah, I did. I went, I left it to someone called Stealth Fox 47. I was like, hey, look after clan. I'll be back. Bye.
Just gonna get some smoke.
Yeah.
But the fact that I've got like Joe, Justin, and Alan all in one room, that's kind of good for me. I'm enjoying it. We tried for Mumra and a few others, and Nabashin and a few others, which, honourable mentions. Mumra, if you're listening. Naba, if you're listening. Rocks. I didn't. Rocks. I talk to Rocks all the time. Anyway, so that's kind of alright. But I think the memories are there. It was a beautiful time in PlayStation history.
A lot changed since then.
Sega's on Metal Gear Online.
That was GTA.
Oh yeah.
But I think a lot of fond memories have been made, and a lot of friends have been made, and I hope it carries on. I do. I hope this one is going to be similar to the last one, but brought nicely up to date.
If not
I'm
better.
definitely going to be on it. So, I think we've all changed since then. We've all grown up. We've all learned from our mistakes. We've all had life hit us a bit more, and it's sort of made us. We're gamers, but this was different for us. This was ours. This was special to us. This
it was like life.
It's a gateway drug.
For a while, it wore. I'd like survival nights, especially.
Yeah.
It'd be like, right, Justin, get it pie. It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's 4 in the morning, Justin. That's not an excuse. Come on.
Yeah, I'd get home from work. I'd like work midnight to 7 in the morning, and then the first thing I'd do when I'd get home is like turn on the PlayStation and jump on survival.
Yeah, I think it's been. It was beautiful back then. It may be beautiful again. I'm glad to meet all you guys, and here's to a few more years of excellence on MGO.
Yeah, definitely.
Has anybody got any final thoughts? Joe?
Have you guys seen the stream that's going on right now on MGO stream? There's like a marathon.
No, but we will check that out afterwards. Not exactly a final thought, because I'm trying to wrap up the stream as it goes.
Just watch it. This guy's doing 500-hour plus marathon.
I bet he dies of sleep deprivation.
It's free, guys.
Anyway, Jay, final thoughts.
Let's see what happens. It'll be fun, I'm sure. But we'll see what they do with the game. And the story's going to be amazing.
And you're going to sort your life out and get a PS4?
Yep, no.
Yep.
Good lad. Jay, fire away, dude.
I think what we can take from this is that we've got a family now. We all have families. We've got our MGO families. We have our real life families. But what we should remember in this is drop trowel. Do it good.
Excellent. Justin, give some Australian charm. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts?
Whoa.
What was that noise?
Go on.
Whose footprints are these?
Is that your actual final
Just a
thought?
box. Any actual final thoughts?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to get real internet again very, very soon.
Yeah.
So I can actually play online without being a teleporting, glitching mess.
Right, and last but not least, Alan, I'm going to let you say us off, dude. Final thoughts.
Through as gaming goes, I'm going to try and find a good balance to play with you guys, to actually have fun on it this time. If it is a game I'm going to be looking to play, and probably going to be the last game to see me out of gaming, because I've had enough of it now. I think I'm done. And it doesn't matter what ever game comes out. But I'd like to, exactly what you said there, was we've known each other for a long time. If not personally, I didn't know some of you, but yeah, the memories are still there, and I sort of want to rekindle them. A lot has changed in all of our lives since then. It's big changes, massive changes, but we still have their memories, and we can bring them back. We can do it differently now. We know what not to do. It's like we've learned, and this is different. This isn't just gaming. This is something a bit more special.
This isn't your dad's Metal Gear Online.
No, it never was.
I do have one more final thought though too.
What then?
Hashtag a Hideo Kojima game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. On that note, I think it's time for off. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by as usual. Guys, say goodbye to everybody.
See you later, sexy people.
Right, and we'll see you on the
Bye.
battlefield.
People.